Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to undergo step-by-step guide to investing in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. So the first question that you are probably asking, what is the Nairobi Securities Exchange? And we can define the Nairobi Securities Exchange as the centralized location where investors can buy and sell financial instruments like companies' stocks. So we are saying that our Nairobi Securities Exchange is our Kenyan version of the global financial exchange markets like the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, or the London Stock Exchange. So we have got a few questions that we're going to answer to help us understand better the concept of the Nairobi Securities Exchange. The first question is, why do we need the NSE? And the answer to this is that the NSE is a marketplace where companies and investors meet to trade stocks. So companies are listing their stocks in the NSE, and then the investors are buying. So the NSE is a marketplace. That's why we need it. The second question that you are probably asking is that how do companies become listed in the NSE? Because here in Kenya, we have a lot of companies. Some are listed, some are not listed. So why? The answer to this is, for a company to get listed in the NSE, they have to undergo a very thorough vetting process that is done by the Capital Markets Authority. So Capital Markets Authority is a government agency with the mandate of vetting companies to approve them and to license them and to certify them to trade in the NSE. So there are some asset criteria that the Capital Markets Authority has come up with that it uses to vet these companies. So some of them are the financial health of the company, the governance structure of the company, and the operational requirements that this CMA has outlined. Another question that maybe we need to answer is that how many companies are currently listed in the NSE so that you as an investor, in case you are interested, you can choose from. So to this question, we can answer that as of the data that is published by the NSE, this data that is available in the NSE website, as at January 2025, when we are making this video, there are over 60 companies that are listed in the NSE. These companies cut across various sectors of the economy. We have finance, we have telecommunication, we have agriculture, we have real estate, we have a lot of other sectors that are present. So now that we have answered the first three questions of why do we need the NSE, the companies, and the how CMA approves them, we go now to the most critical question that an investor is probably asking. How do you start off trading in the NSE? So to answer this question, we have got a list of four key points. The first point is that you need to open a central depository system account. And in the previous videos, we had discussed what a CDS is, but we are still going to discuss this in the coming minutes. So number one, you open a CDS account. Then after opening a CDS account, you choose a licensed broker or an investment bank that will be trading on your behalf. And then you deposit funds into your CDS account. And then every now and then now you log in, you monitor the market, you buy, you sell stocks, you buy shares, you sell shares, and then you make a profit. So basically, that is how you trade. To just summarize what is in your screen is all about what the Nairobi Securities Exchange is. We have defined it as a marketplace. That is the key terminology. The key terminology is that it is a marketplace where you go, you buy shares, and then you sell. It is a marketplace for the companies that are coming and also for the investors who want to buy. So how do you go about it? You open a CDS account, you choose a broker, you deposit funds, and then you start trading. So let's go to the next chapter and maybe now clarify into detail what CDS is and how you go about it. So we are asking, what is a CDS account? So a CDS in itself, Central Depository System, is a computer system that facilitates trading and settlement of shares. So in this field of trading, there are key terminologies that we want to master. Number one, NSE, the Nairobi Securities Exchange. It is a marketplace. And then inside this marketplace, there is a CDS, Central Depository System, which is now the system used in this marketplace. It is like going to a supermarket. If you go to a supermarket, the supermarket itself is the marketplace where you find everything that you want to buy. But inside that marketplace, they have got a system that they use to monitor stock. There's a system that they use at the cashier counter. There's a system that they use to communicate. So same way that a supermarket operates, we bring that analogy to the financial market system in Kenya, and we say NS is the marketplace and the CDS is the system. So therefore, it answers the question that for you to trade in the NSE, then you must be logged into the system. So to open a CDS account, you visit a stockbroker or an investment bank. There are a lot of stockbrokers and investment banks in the country. So you visit them in the offices and then they guide you on how to go about the process of registering and opening a CDS account. Of course, they will ask you about the basic requirements like passport photo, national ID, and many others. So, for you to start off, visit a stockbroker or an investment bank. Just in case you are still lost of who are these stockbrokers and who are these investment banks that you need to visit to help you open a CDS account. And let's clarify who these people are. So, stockbrokers and investment banks are intermediaries that are licensed by the CMA. Remember, we talked about the CMA as the Capital Markets Authority, a government agency that is mandated to control the financial markets in Kenya. So, the CMA licenses people who are called stockbrokers and investment banks. So, upon licensing these people, then now they get the authority to link NSE, the marketplace, and the traders, who are the investors and the companies. So by doing this, the intermediaries now ensure seamless flow and also eliminating technicalities of everyone flocking the trading flow. You can imagine a situation where there are no intermediaries. So companies are going to the NSE and also traders are going to the NSE. You can imagine the chaos that can be there on the trading floor, right? It is like the situation of a supermarket where you are going to buy an item, but then the suppliers themselves are there in the supermarket. When you go to a supermarket, you find that the suppliers already brought their items in the back office, and then the supermarket employees are now bringing the items from the back office to the shelves. So that is how the intermediaries work. They help to eliminate the chaos and the inefficiencies that can arise when the companies are trading directly with the traders. So in your everyday trading activity, you will not be walking to the NSE floor to trade. And I just want to make that point clear. Once you have made up your mind that you want to trade, you will not be going to the NSE floor every day to trade. You will be trading through your CDS account, which is managed by your intermediary. These intermediaries are licensed by the CMA. They are not just people that pop up out of nowhere. They are people who are trusted and licensed by the CMA. So you place an order to buy or sell through your CDS account, and then your stockbroker or your investment bank, they will see what you are trying to do. They will get a notification, and then they will execute it on your behalf. So it is you who chooses the type of stock that you want to buy, be it Safaricom, be it KCB. It is you who chooses the price at which you want to buy it or sell it, but the actual execution is done by the investment bank or the stockbroker. So that is how you trade. Alternatively, if you feel that doing all that is a lot of work for you, you don't have time to analyze stocks, you don't have time to monitor the market, you don't have the time to execute the trade, you don't have the time to sell, what you can do now is you can task that intermediary to do for you everything. You just deposit money into your account, and then they do everything. By delegating that role to your intermediary, then now we get the concept of MMF. So MMF is money market fund. The concept of money market fund is an arrangement where you are participating in the NSE directly. So you are buying shares, you are selling shares, but indirectly you have delegated that duty to an intermediary that is called a fund manager. So they do the technical work, they do the research, they do the analysis, they do the buying, they do the selling. They just give you your return upon taking a portion of it, which is their commission. So there are many stockbrokers in the country, there are many investment banks in the country, there are many fund managers in the country. You can just Google, you can search them through the NSE website, through any financial publication, and you will find a list, a huge list of them. They are licensed, they have the authority to operate, they are being monitored by CMA, they can't disappear with your money, they can't do any decision that goes against the principles against which they were licensed. So for you to start, you can either choose to go on your own. If you are doing it on your own, you open a CDS account, and then you trade actively, but remember it is your stockbroker who is going to execute it. That is option one, do it on yourself. Option two, delegate this duty to a fund manager. So the fund manager will do all the groundwork, but then you will just be enjoying the returns. A lot of fund managers in the country, KCB, Equity, Britam, Sanlam, a lot of investment banks, FAIDA, KCB also has a division, Equity has a division. They are just a lot. Do your research and then decide, are you going to trade on your own, or are you going to delegate this duty to a fund manager? So guys, that's all about the video. It was about the NSE. What is the NSE? It is a marketplace. How do you go about the NSE? You open a CDS account. How do you trade? You can trade on your own, or you can delegate this duty to a fund manager called MMF, and then you start earning returns. So to this end, mark the end of our video. And if you found it helpful, please subscribe, like, comment, share, so that we can enjoy more content.